Hi there everybody and welcome along to the Big Quiz Night In. It is a Lockdown 2 Sunday night special and we're going to be doing this throughout Lockdown 2 over here in the UK, which means every Sunday and every Tuesday we'll be doing quiz nights as opposed to just every Tuesday as it has been recently. So we're looking forward to welcoming hopefully some new people to the usual crowd tonight. We've gained a few followers, which has been nice in the build up to this evening. We do these quiz nights totally for free here on Facebook Live every Sunday and every Tuesday until Lockdown 2 is up. And then in theory, I'll be back hosting quiz nights at the King's Head and Bell in Abingdon, for those who don't know, which is where I normally host these quiz nights. And so once that happens, then I'll be back to doing maybe just the Tuesday nights online and Thursdays and Sundays back at the pub. But do get in the comments, let me know that you're here and watching along. I'll be wanting interaction from you all throughout the show. You don't have to, of course, if you don't want to. You can just watch along and see how well you do. That's no problem whatsoever. But we do like to get some interaction with everybody in the comments throughout the show. It does make it even more enjoyable and you get to know some new people. If you've got a pub quiz team name, then by all means do think of a team name and use that throughout the evening. So when you're telling me what your scores are, because you're going to be marking your own answers here, all you need to do is let me know in the comments how well you did. Put your score and your team name in the comments. Again, if you haven't got a team name or if you don't want to post your score, that's fine. Just watch along and have some fun, and I really hope you enjoy it. If you're new to this especially, do get in the comments and let me know. I'll be talking to you all in just a moment. What I do first of all, for those who don't know, is I like to go out and share the link whilst it's live and tell all the usual kind of Facebook places, just checking all the different tabs that I've got open here, that the quiz is live and that they can come and join us here for some fun. So I'm just sharing that now. If you'd like to do the same and let your friends know you're watching a live pub quiz on Facebook, then by all means do so. And certainly do give the video you're watching right now, give it a like or all the good emoji reactions, because all those reactions help put this in front of more people. So then that's what we want to do. We want to do this to help everybody's mental well-being through this pandemic that we're going through. And just have some fun, really. Take your mind off of things for a while. Good evening to Shane of Lima. I'll be talking about Lima tonight, as I always do. Great to see you, mate. Hope you enjoy for the time that you're here. Hello to Sarah as well, our first top fans in the comments. Welcome, Sarah. She was aware of something that happened earlier on BBC Radio Oxford. Made a little surprise appearance. That was quite fun. I don't know if you heard the clip in the end, Sarah, but yeah, that's been in the pipeline for the last week or so. So that was really nice to get onto the radio again and promote the quiz here. Jenny from Team Bath over in Switzerland, thank you for joining. Flying solo tonight. Okay, well, glad you could join us anyway. We'll see how that affects your scores. If you want to know the rounds we're doing tonight, and you haven't noticed already, they're up here. So we're doing the usual rounds I would do on the Sunday night quiz nights that I would normally be hosting at the King's Head and Bell. So those are TV and films, sport and a picture round, and the music round I've already shared via Lima on the Facebook page. The potluck round is an additional round I don't do on Sunday nights in the pub, but it does go down well when I host them here. So we're going to be using that tonight. So you get a full 4 quiz rounds. I've actually got 5 quiz rounds tonight. You're getting 3 on this show. That's rounds 1, 2 and 3. And then the picture rounds posted at 9:30 on this Facebook page. So you can just have a look at that picture, see how many you can get right. Again, if you want to have a guess in the comments, you can do that. And then I'll post the answers in the comments later on. And there is that music round, which I posted about 20 minutes ago. So if you haven't listened to that yet, you can go and listen to that too. You get 1 point for the title of each song and 1 point for the artist or group that released it. So a whole load of free quiz stuff for you this evening. Who else have we got in the comments? Devises is Uno tonight as back home. Okay, Tony. Well, it's great to have you here. Thank you for joining us. The effect will be terrible, Jenny says, on her team scores. I'm sure it won't be that bad. Surely not. Right, so I have shared the link out there far and wide now. If you haven't already, do just tap that share button or send it somewhere where you would like to see it posted, because the more we have, the merrier. And again, all I'm asking is for people to get involved in the comments. But if you don't want to, that's fine. You can just listen along and see how well you do. Martin says, good evening, Chris and everyone. Let's get Quizkiller here. Haven't done one of these for a while. Bring it on. I'm glad you joined, Martin. I wanted to let you know your random subjects for your little quiz rounds you've requested are coming up soon. Are you still set on the ones you told me on the Patreon quiz night the other week? It's fine if you are, but it did seem to be a little bit of back and forth between your good selves there as to whether or not you were being serious or not. So just let me know in the comments if you're half joking, fully joking, or deadly serious, or more than one of those options, because I am going to be doing those in the next few days. The Inquisitors are assembling, and good evening to Luke as well. James says, good evening all. Back to a picture of health after suspected appendicitis last weekend and beyond. Oh, James, we are so glad to have you back and doing well. That is great news. Great news indeed. Who else have we got watching along this evening? We're going to be starting at 8 o'clock. That's what we normally do. I'll go live about 10 to 15 minutes sooner so everybody's got time to join and find the right video and get themselves comfortable and ready to go. Hi to Tracy, welcome along, another top fan in the house. But yeah, then we'll be starting about 8 o'clock. On the Tuesday night quizzes, I've been getting my daughter Abby to come in and ask a question to kick us all off. That's going to continue on Tuesdays. Sundays, it's just going to be us, I think, for now. I'm hoping they'll be back to school tomorrow. My two have been off lately because my youngest has had to have a COVID test. We're pretty sure it's just asthma related, really, and he's got a cold as well. But because he had a cough, we had to get him tested, and the school said to keep him off. So I had to take him for a test on Friday, which wasn't fun, but we did it, and we're eagerly waiting the results. So hopefully the kids can go back to school tomorrow and everything's fine. But because of that, we just want them off to bed. So I haven't got one of my kids to come on and ask a question today. Martin says, that's a very good question. LOL, I think we should go for it. Okay, all right. There's your quizzes. You can have what you want. If you don't know what I'm talking about there, in the link to this video, in the description of this video, there are two links. One of which is for the nominated charity, which is Secret Santa 365. If you'd like to donate any money for what you're seeing tonight and you want to donate it to a good cause, then I do ask that you send it to Secret Santa 365. They do a lot of great work across Oxfordshire all through the year, and you can click the link in there and see what they're all about. The other link is for my link tree, and that takes you to all the other links for everything I do, including how you can support me, these two little pictures down here, and more. So one of those is Patreon, and with Patreon you get a reward such as your own quiz rounds, and that can include a little quiz, which is an audio clip, a couple of minutes long with a few questions on subject of your choice, or it could be a quiz on one of these shows, depending on what tier you join at. And then Martin is one of those good people. So yes, that's why I'm talking to him about that. Owen says, hello Chris, Freddy's Fickos are here. Happy to have you back on a Sunday. Good, thanks mate. It's nice to be back on a Sunday in some respects, although I wish it were under different circumstances. And yes, come on you Spurs, absolutely. Yeah, we won't talk too much about the football tonight, although I would appreciate being kept up to date on how that other lot are doing tonight. Just for banter purposes, I've got a mate who's a Villa fan and a mate who's an Arsenal fan, who I'm in touch with, and it'll be quite funny to see what the result is there. So yeah, do keep me up to date on that, because obviously I haven't got anywhere watching that here. And so 5 minutes to go, and it's great to see some familiar faces here and some new ones. Tony says, hi Chris, tough game but good result, eh? Yes, it was. I was expecting it to be a bit easier than that, and I think a lot of us Spurs fans were, Tony, but thank you for joining as well. No swearing, please. No, no swearing. I try and keep this a family-friendly show. Just because, again, I like to have my daughter involved, to ask some questions from time to time, and because I think, what's the point in doing anything else? I don't really agree with it. Aston Villa are 1-0 up. Okay, I know they were, but they had a goal disallowed for VAR. But that is funny. If it does stay that way, that's what we want to see. Fair play to the Villa. They're doing well this year, really, aren't they? Couple of minutes left. Where are we now? 7:56. Okay, so the first round's going to be TV and films. I will be asking you the questions, and then all you need to do is make a note of them your side. You can talk to your teammates wherever they are in the world. If you've got another device perhaps you're chatting to them on, that's fine. And then, yeah, make a note of all your answers. When we get to the end of a quiz round, what you can do then is let me know if you want me to repeat any questions. If you want me to repeat a question, that's fine. You just let me know in the comments. And at the end of the quiz round, I will say the questions that you need repeating again. Once we've done all that, I'll go through the answers. You mark your own, and then we can see how well you did. All you need to do is put your scores in the comments with your team name, and then we'll see how well you did. We'll celebrate with the people who did really well, and we'll commiserate with the ones who didn't, and then we'll move on and we'll all laugh and we'll have some fun. And that's basically it. We do that for 3 quiz rounds, and then we go on. If you haven't done so already, make sure you're following this quiz page so that you get all the other things that I post and updates on all the other live videos, because we do this every Tuesday and every Sunday. And yeah, make sure you're following me on various other forms of social media, because there's stacks of quiz stuff now I'm putting out there, absolutely loads of it. And the latest of them is down here. I'm on TikTok. I never thought as somebody in their mid-30s I would ever say I'm on TikTok, but it's actually pretty funny. And the quiz page is going really well there, so that's quite fun. If you know anybody on TikTok, if you're on TikTok, look up Big Quiz Night In, give us a follow, start liking my videos. It's really good laugh. All the videos that are on there at the minute are the quick quiz series that are on Facebook as well at the moment, that I did a few months back, but I'm going to start putting new stuff on there soon because I've posted all of those now. Okay, 2 minutes to go. Do we have anybody else that wants to say hello in the comments before we begin? Any other team names, any regulars, any new people? Don't be shy. Please do feel free to get in the comments and have a chat before we start. 2 more minutes to go. Is anybody having a cheeky beverage this evening? I normally am, but due to this lockdown and also because my son's had a COVID test, we've been in isolation, so I haven't been out to go to the shop and get anything in. And we had some wine in, so I had that a couple of nights ago with the missus, but I haven't got any in to have tonight. Hopefully, all will be back to normal again tomorrow, and I'll be able to rectify that in time for Tuesday's quiz and have a beer with everybody. Junior's here. Hi there, how you doing? That's half a dozen assembling. Hopefully you'll have some more of your teammates joining us soon. 1 more minute to go, and then we're going to make a start with the TV and films round. Haven't done TV and films on a live show for a long time. Here's Vernia, well done, glad you could be here. Corona Extra tonight. Oh, I'm jealous, Owen. I am jealous. Fair play. Might have to have a cheeky short or something before bed. That's what I might do after the show. Maybe I'll do that. That'll make up for it. But yes, I could do with a nice cold beer. It's been longer than usual for me. Sounds bad. It's not that bad. Junior and Vernia and Peter are all in. Excellent. Half a dozen. Pretty much. That's your full team, I think, isn't it? Anyway, it's great. Jace is here. Well done, Jace. Glad you could join us this evening. Some of the Sunday night regulars from the pub, and Jace is one of them. I hope you're doing well, mate. Half a dozen are down to 4. We need a new name. Oh, of course. Yeah, half a dozen. Didn't think about it that way. Just always known you was half a dozen. Didn't really stop to think that was because there was 6 in your team. I don't know. Could have been anything. But they're down to 4. Oh, here we go. Blackpool Bar Stewards are with us. So, hello from drizzly Blackpool, says Chris. Oh, it's horrible out there today. I think all that rain's coming our way as well now. It certainly looked like it before it got dark out. Right, we've hit 8 o'clock, and I'm going to make a start with the TV and films round, guys, but do keep going on in the comments. Oh my goodness, Team Danger are back. Gary, glad you could join us, mate. Fair play. We are looking good to make a start with TV and films, guys. So as I said, I'll read through the questions. Don't put them in the comments, just keep them to yourself, okay? All you need to do is make a note of them, and then at the end we'll do any repeats you may have, and then of course we'll go through the answers and see how well you did, and we'll move on to the next round, okay? So let's just make a start then. Well, you know me, I'll waffle on through the questions as well to pass the time, but feel free to keep commenting if you want to. Question number 1 then, in TV and films. Oh, James has come up with a good team name for half a dozen. Formidable, I like that. All right, question number 1. Mick and Linda Carter ran which TV pub in which TV series? Mick and Linda Carter ran which TV pub in which TV series? You get 1 point for each. Okay, that's question number 1. 15 questions in each of our quiz rounds this evening, just to give you an idea of how this will work. Tuesdays will be a completely different set of quiz rounds as well, so if you wanted to join both nights, please do. It will be a totally different quiz. Question number 2 is for 3 points. Can I have a P, please, Bob? Come on down, and what do points make? Are catchphrases associated with which 3 TV game shows? Can I have a P, please, Bob? Hello. Come on down, and what do points make? Are catchphrases associated with which 3 TV game shows? 1 point for each. I won't go through them too quickly because there might still be some new people watching. But if I do, ask me to repeat them at the end. Okay? No problem whatsoever there, guys. So, can I have a P please, Bob? Come on down, and what do points make? 1 point for each. Which game shows were they from? Alright, question number 3 now. Who was the first celebrity dancer voted out of Strictly 2020? Who was the first celebrity dancer voted out of Strictly in 2020? Hello to any new people joining. You can ask me to repeat those questions that you missed at the end of this round. Good evening to you, Andy. Another regular on, another top fan as well. It's nice to see those top fan badges here. Hopefully we're doing 2 shows a week. We'll start getting a bigger rotation of top fan badges coming in. That would be really nice to see. Hello to Roz as well. I've just seen your face pop up as well. So it's nice we've got a few of the regular teams here this evening. Yes, question 3. Who was the first celebrity dancer voted out of Strictly 2020? Question 4 is for another 3 points. The TV series called Taggart, Biker Grove and I'm Alan Partridge were set in which UK cities? The TV series called Taggart, Biker Grove and I'm Alan Partridge were set in which UK cities? 1 point for each. Those are 3 different cities. Okay, question number 5 now. Question 5 is a 50-50 shout. Which film came first, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest or Rocky? Which film came first, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest or Rocky? The first Rocky movie, just to be clear. Which movie came first out of those 2? Have a guess. Okay, question number 6 now is for 3 more points. There's stacks of points available in this round. For 3 points, Philip Glenister, Angela Lansbury and Kevin Whatley played which TV detectives? Philip Glenister, Angela Lansbury and Kevin Whatley played which TV detectives? 1 point for each. Half time, thank you, Owen. 1-0 to Aston Villa still. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, that first goal I did manage to see that was disallowed for VAR, and it was a great finish. So it's good for them that they got another goal out of it. Yeah, long way to go yet, as they say. Okay, another 3 points sent for question 7. What were the titles of the 3 Lord of the Rings films directed by Peter Jackson? This is actually one of my quick quiz questions, coincidentally. That's also recently been posted on TikTok. What were the 3 titles of the Lord of the Rings films directed by Peter Jackson? Those first 3 films from the Middle-earth series of films that he's done. The 3 Lord of the Rings films. 1 point for each. You don't have to write them in the right order, just in case. I'm not going to check. Question 8 now. Question number 8. Which TV series links David Hasselhoff with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Which TV series links David Hasselhoff with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Should post the link actually as well for Secret Santa in case you wondered. I'm going to post that now in the comments. Don't worry about moving away from the quiz yet, but just so it's in the comments as well as in the description of this video. That's the link to Secret Santa 365 that I mentioned earlier on. Again, it is in the description of this video. Question number 9 for, let me see, for 3 more points. Question 9. I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way was a line spoken by which actress playing which character in which film? I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way was a line spoken by which actress playing which character in which film? For 3 points. It's a great film. I haven't seen it in a long time, actually. But it is great. Question number 10 is for the 1 point. So, for question 10, who is the link between the following films? Mystic Pizza, Ocean's 11, and Syriana. Who is the link between the following films? Mystic Pizza, Ocean's 11, and Syriana. Have a guess. Name the person that is the link. Question 11 now. Question 11. What colour is Scooby-Doo's collar? What colour is Scooby-Doo's collar? This is another one of those questions. It's a classic pub quiz trivia question, and I'm always getting mixed up between 2 colours, which one it is. So I'll be interested to see how many get this right. What colour is Scooby-Doo's collar? All right, question number 12 now. Question 12. Which painting by Van Clomp does René Hyde in his cafe in LOLO? Which painting by Van Clomp does René Hyde in his cafe in LOLO? Oh, James has joined us from Dayton, Ohio again. James, glad to have you back again. See how well you do this evening. I appreciate it's probably not the evening for you, but for us, obviously, it is. Glad to have you here, mate. Question number 13 for 3 points. Which British TV dramas followed the lives of the Crawley, the Bellamy, and the Shelby families? Which British TV dramas followed the lives of the Crawley, the Bellamy, and the Shelby families? 1 point for each. Oh dear, excuse me. Alright, your next question is question number 14, and that is for another 3 points. In which films does Hugh Grant first play a politician, an auctioneer, and a bookstore owner? In which films does Hugh Grant first play a politician, an auctioneer, and a bookstore owner? Owen, I certainly hope not, mate. No, I just had some water and it went down the wrong way. I knew someone would say that, though. Yes, 3 points there for question 14, and there'll be another 3 points for question 15. I'll just give you another moment to think about 14 first, though. Which films does Hugh Grant first play a politician, an auctioneer, and a bookstore owner? 1 point for each correct movie title. Okay, your final question then, for another 3 points. Put these boxing films into the correct order with the highest grossing takings first. Rocky, Creed, and $1 Million Baby. Put these boxing films into the correct order with the highest grossing takings first. Highest gross takings first. Rocky, Creed, and $1 Million Baby. For a maximum of 3 points. And let me know in the comments now if you'd like any questions repeated, please. I'll gladly do that for you. Even if it just means you need a bit of thinking time with a question or two, pop the numbers in the comments and I will repeat them for you. And then we'll go through the answers and see how well you did with this first round. Okay, so 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 6. Okay, let's do those first, but keep those coming in if you have any more requests. Question 1 was, Mick and Linda Carter ran which TV pub in which TV series? Mick and Linda Carter ran which TV pub in which TV series? Question number 2 was, for the 3 TV game shows, Can I Have a Pee Please Bob, Come On Down, and What Do Points Make are catchphrases associated with which 3 TV game shows? Can I Have a Pee Please Bob, Come On Down, and What Do Points Make are catchphrases associated with which 3 TV game shows? Number 6 was Philip Glenister, Angela Lansbury, and Kevin Whatley played which TV detectives? Philip Glenister, Angela Lansbury, and Kevin Whatley played which TV detectives? 1 point for each. Any more for any more? Number 13, Sarah's asked for, no problem. Okay, number 13 was, which British TV dramas followed the lives of the Crawley, the Bellamy, and the Shelby families? So 3 different British TV dramas, 1 point for each. The Crawley, the Bellamy, and the Shelby families. Name the 3 different British TV dramas. Right, I think, unless I see another comment pop up, I'm going to go through the answers. You mark your own as you go, and again, let me know in the comments how well you did. Okay, here's the answers. Question number 1, Mick and Linda Carter ran which TV pub in which TV series? It is the Queen Vic or Queen Victoria in EastEnders. For question 2, the 3 game shows were Blockbusters, The Price is Right, and Play Your Cards Right. Question 3, the first celebrity dancer voted out of Strictly Come Dancing 2020 was Jackie Smith. Question 4, the TV series called Taggart Biker Grove and I'm Alan Partridge was set in Glasgow, Newcastle upon Tyne and Norwich. Question 5 was your 50-50 shout. Which film came first between One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and Rocky? The first movie out of the 2 to be released was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 1975 compared to 1976. Question 6, Philip Glenister, Angela Lansbury and Kevin Whatley played Gene Hunt, Jessica Fletcher and Robbie Lewis. Question 7, the titles of the 3 Lord of the Rings films directed by Peter Jackson were The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers and The Return of the King. Question 8, the TV series that links David Hasselhoff and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is Baywatch. Because Dwayne Johnson played his character in the movie version they recently did of Baywatch. Mitch Buchanan. There we go. Question number 9. I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. Was a line spoken by Kathleen Turner playing Jessica Rabbit in Who Framed Roger Rabbit for 3 points. Kathleen Turner playing Jessica Rabbit in the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Question 10, the link between the films Mystic Pizza, Ocean's 11 and Syriana is Matt Damon. He says trying not to do the silly voice from Team America. But Matt Damon. Now Julia Roberts and George Clooney were both in 2 of those films. Matt Damon was in all 3, so he's the link. Question 11, Scooby-Doo's collar. Scooby-Doo's collar is blue. I always get it mixed up with green. I don't know why. I think maybe in some episodes it looks a bit more greenish to me, maybe, but it's blue. Question 12, which painting of Van Clomp does Rene Hyde in his cafe in Hello Hello? It's called The Fallen Madonna with the Big Boobies. Yes. And anybody from outside the UK who's never seen Hello Hello is probably wondering what on earth I'm going on about right now. Trust me, it's very silly and very funny. Question 13. Which British TV dramas followed the lives of the Crawley, the Bellamy and the Shelby families? It is Downton Abbey, Upstairs, Downstairs and Peaky Blinders. Oh, Owen's saying turquoise. Yeah, all right. You can have a point if you put turquoise. And yes, great film. Okay, right, so question 14. In which films does Hugh Grant first play a politician, an auctioneer and a bookstore owner? It is Love Actually, Mickey Blue Eyes and Notting Hill. And finally, question 15. Put these boxing films into the correct order with the highest grossing takings first. They are, the three you had to choose from, I should say first. Rocky, Creed and $1 Million Baby. In first place, you had to get them in this order. $1 Million Baby with $217 million. In second place was Rocky with $200 million. And in third place was Creed with $173 million. Tally up your scores, see how well you did, and then we will see how well you scored. Pop them in the comments, please, guys, and let's see how well you did. The total score possible there was 32 points. I don't always have the tallies for them, but I do for this round. In fact, I think I do. Yeah, I do for all of them tonight, actually. Yes. Prepared. 22 for Tracy. 21 for Blackpool Bar Stewards. 18 points for Devises Uno. Not bad, not bad. LMFAO, 12 points. James, you've got a team name. I like it. LMFAO, 12 points. That's not bad at all, actually, all things considered. Freddy's Ficko's 29. Well, happy with that. Yeah, great effort. Well done. 25 for Let's Get Quizzical. That is good. Jenny, see, 19 points on your own. That's not bad, is it? Come on. That's pretty good. 22 for half a dozen. Oh, Bill's watching. He says, nice plant, Christina. He's tagging my wife in here. Yes. It is, isn't it? It's her idea to put it there for this one. Just waiting for it to be Christmas, and then I'm going to deck it out. We'll deck it out with nice Christmassy, festive kind of stuff. That'll look really nice then. But 14 points for Barking Dogs. Good score, guys. 28 points for the Inquisitors. Good scores again. Did I say 22 for half a dozen? I think I did. Looks like Freddy's Ficcos are still in the lead, though, for this one. Not that it matters too much. It's only for fun, isn't it? Any more for any more? I'm going to move on to the potluck round, but keep putting those scores in if you want to. Oh, same for Cross Atlantic. You got the same score, did you? Team Danger, 21 points. Vernia, I was just going to say, she says, how pretty the windows look. Yeah, we got those candles going as well again. Yeah, something nice, isn't it? Yeah, thank you, guys. Emma says, much better with the whole team playing. Yeah, teams do help. They do help. Emma says I got 20. Emma Green says I got 25 points. 23 points. Oh, I see. Okay, that's what being replied to. Yeah, 23 points is good. It's not poor showing, especially if you're on your own. I think anything once you get to, like, I don't know, over halfway and above on your own is good, because it shows that if you had a couple of people on your team, you probably get many, many more points. Tracy says, my other half wants to know if you're going to dress up as Santa with your fabulous beard. I probably will. I probably will. Why not? I mean, at least get a Santa hat going. It's not grey, though, is it? It's not grey. That's the thing. I kind of don't mind the greys coming into it. I don't want it fully grey yet, but yeah, I'll wear a Santa hat at least, definitely. The likes coming up there now, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind. James says, oh, well done, James. Evening all, sorry I won't be here tonight, although just dropping in to say hi. I'm preparing stuff for Keep Calm and Listen In to help support us all for Lockdown 2.0. More info to follow on the group page later on. Well done, James. James is our resident radio DJ. He is fab. He's been doing a great job over on Keep Calm and Listen In. So do give that a follow. And he's also now got his own slot on KL Radio online, live online radio. What a journey you've been on, mate, since lockdown, doing this radio DJ and stuff online. What a journey. And now he's on a live show. It's fantastic. So check it out. I've posted about it before and I'm sure I will continue to. Let's move on to the potluck round. So this is general knowledge. 15 questions again. Any subject goes really for general knowledge. Just doesn't tend to cover the ones we've already covered and will cover, but just general knowledge. James says, I have a tub of paint for whitening your beard. I'm sure I can do something. Yeah, all right. Social distancing, all right? All right, here we go with the potluck round. Question number 1. Which two symbols feature on the national flag of Turkey? For 2 points. Which two symbols feature on the national flag of Turkey? 1 point for each. Question number 2. Which creatures gather in a parliament? I'll give you multiple choice for this one. Is it pigeons, owls, or peacocks? Which creatures gather in a parliament? Is it pigeons, owls, or peacocks? It says I have a 2-meter long paintbrush. Or you could get Ruben and Abby to help. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, they'd love that. Yeah. I'm sure we've still got somewhere a Santa hat. Might get a different one. I will wear, through December. Through December I'll wear a Santa hat, I reckon. I don't mind. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? I didn't do anything particularly special for Halloween. I decked this all out. If you go back an episode, you can see that. But I don't really do much. We don't do much for Halloween at all. But I will, get a Santa hat at least for Christmas. Question 3. Which two words combine to create the new word Bollywood? Which two words combine to create the new word Bollywood? 1 point for each. James says, see you on Tuesday, bud. Now I have caused trouble. I'm disappearing. Yeah, all right. Drop that grenade and then run. I getcha. Take care, mate. Glad you could stop by. Look forward to your next show. Oh, I could wear some beard baubles. Yeah, do you know what? I'm posting on Instagram, on my personal Instagram, not the quiz Instagram, pictures of my beard growth and my journey from January 1st till the end of the year. That's when I started this journey. And people comment on it saying that I should... James is saying, boom! People saying I should put some things in it, decorations of some description. Christmas is a good opportunity to do that, so yeah. Dip it in bleach. All right, Owen, calm down. Might also sort out your COVID, according to the ex-president. Oh dear, all right, we'll come back to that. Question 4. Is a Gloucestershire Old Spot a type of dog, a type of pig, or a cheese? Is a Gloucestershire Old Spot a type of dog, a pig, or a cheese? Multiple choice there. Which one is it? A Gloucestershire Old Spot. Is it a dog, a pig, or a cheese? Yeah, the ex-president. It's a couple of months, though, before Biden can be sworn in, I think, isn't it? Still got a couple of months of an awful transition period. Oh, it's going to be hell. I'm glad we don't live over there, I tell you. James, you're over there. How's the mood in Dayton, Ohio? I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to get too political on the show, but I'd love to know how you're feeling after what's been going on in your country. Because obviously the whole world has been watching. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to. Yeah, January, Owen says. Okay. Question 5 for you now. Which one of the Beatles had the middle name Paul? Which one of the Beatles had the middle name Paul? Oh, you're happy. Trump needs to go. Fair play, James. Gary says it's Jan, the swear-in for new president as well. Yes. Yeah. James says January 20th. Yeah. Interesting times. All right. Question number 6 now for 3 points. Complete these 3 proverbs to score 3 points. 1 point for each. All's well. All that glitters is. And all's fair in what? Complete these 3 proverbs for 1 point each. All's well. All that glitters is. And all's fair in what? 1 point for each. Okay, question number 7. Question 7 is true or false. The Greater Tokyo area has a higher population than all of Canada. Is that true or false? The Greater population area, the Greater Tokyo area, the Greater Tokyo area has a higher population than Canada, the whole of Canada. Is that true or false? James says, I didn't vote for him after what he said about veterans. Okay. Well, I mean, he said a lot of things about a lot of people. I don't really know much about Biden, to be honest. I'm not going to say that he'll be amazing, but yeah, considering where you're coming from, you've got to hope it's the better option, I suppose, haven't you? Yeah. It's difficult when it comes to politics. Everybody likes to get on their soapbox about these things, and I try not to do that too much. On here. I don't want to scare anybody off just because I don't necessarily believe in their political allegiances. But yeah, I'm happy for you too. We'll leave it at that. Question number 8 now. Question 8. Name the year for this question. So you get 2 points if you get this exactly right. If you guess the year exactly right, you get 2 points. If you're 1 year either side, then you get 1 point for being close. The Channel Tunnel opens between England and France. South Africa holds its first multiracial elections. And Camelot launched the National Lottery in the UK. Name the year. It all happened in the same year. So just have a guess. What year did all that happen in? 2 points if you get it exactly right. 1 point if you're a year either side. I do it that way because in the pubs where I would host this quiz round normally, questions like that would be 2 points to the nearest team. If nobody gets it exactly right, everybody who's closest would get 2 points. But I can't check that here. So we'll do it that way. Bill says, I'll stick my neck out. Bye bye, Trumpety Trump. Fair play. All right. So, yeah, that was question 8. The Channel Tunnel opening between England and France. South Africa holding its first multiracial elections. And Camelot launching the National Lottery. Question number 9 is for 3 points. Which hit singles by ABBA, Billy Ocean, and Westlife mention a queen in the title? Which hit singles by ABBA, Billy Ocean, and Westlife mention a queen in the title? So, 3 different songs, all have the word Queen in the title. Name the full titles for 1 point each. James says, I know you have the Queen, but do you guys vote for anyone over there? Yeah, we do. Yeah, not enough people vote. Not enough, but we do. We have a Prime Minister who basically, well, supposed to run the country. Although some would argue somebody else does that these days. But we do vote for a Prime Minister. We've got two main parties like you do, and then lots of other smaller parties as well. One is typically on the right and one's typically on the left. It's a bit debatable how things are these days. But yeah, we do. Right, question number, where are we now? Question number 10. Question number 10 for 3 more points. What coloured hair or fur did Dr. Seuss's creations, the Grinch, his Lorax, and his Things have? So 3 different colours. What colours were the hair or fur on Dr. Seuss's Grinch, his Lorax, and his Things? 1 point for each. Guess the colours. Question 11 is for 2 points. In Grease, the musical and or the movie, in Grease, what are the names of the 2 main groups or gangs of boys and girls? 1 point for each. What are the names of the 2 main gangs of boys and girls? 1 point for each. Yes, there you go. James, my wife is in the comments helping you out there. Yeah. It's not, I don't know. I'm not going to comment too much on it because I don't understand the full workings out of it, but it's kind of similar in a way to what I saw in your elections, in that you were voting for electoral votes in the different states. Some had more than others, and we have areas with different MPs, and the more of them they get seats, and then their leader then gets in as the Prime Minister. So it's not dramatically different, I don't think. I'm sure there are some different technicalities to it. Question 12 now. Question 12. What was the artist Rembrandt's first name? What was the artist Rembrandt's first name? That's question 12. You got 3 more points for each of the next questions as well. So 32 points in total. Question number 13. Scousers, Mackhams and Ouijays are the nicknames for people who come from which 3 British cities? Scousers, Mackhams and Ouijays are the nicknames of people who come from which 3 British cities? 1 point for each. Question number 14 now. Question 14. Which songs are the most popular chimes that are used by UK ice cream vans? This is really random. I'm surprised that our local ice cream van song isn't on this top 3. Does my head in. I don't mind the song too much, but it started to do my head in on the ice cream van. I'm glad it's winter now. As good as their ice cream is, in fairness. Right, so which songs are the most popular chimes that are used on UK ice cream vans? 1 point for each. We have a Senate and a House. No, we have what's called the House of Commons and the House of Lords. I don't know. I think everything goes through the House of Commons, and then like when new laws are being put through, I think they go through the House of Lords after that. I think. Something like that. Again, don't want to bore people too much about these things. It's plenty of information out there if you want to look into it, but I think that's basically it in a nutshell, so as not to bore too many other people. All right, question 15. Who were the last 3 governors in the United States who went on to become the American president? See, we're back on politics again now, but this is quiz related, so it's fine. Who were the last 3 governors in the United States who went on to become the American president? 1 point for each. Let me know in the comments if you need a question repeated. And then you can go through the answers and we can see how well you did. But we want to do those repeats first. And then we can move on to the sport round. Our last round of the evening. The pitch round will be posted automatically at 9:30. I've scheduled it already. Question 14 again was, which songs are the most popular chimes that are used by UK ice cream vans? So name the songs. You don't need to come up with any kind of artist or group or anything like that. Just name the titles of those songs. And if there's any more repeats, we'll do those. If not, I can go straight through the answers. Okay. Looks like we're good. Okay. Question number 1 then. Here we go with the answers. The 2 symbols that feature on the national flag of Turkey are a star and a crescent. Question 2. Which creatures gather in a parliament? It is a parliament of owls. 14 is ridiculously hard, Jenny says. It really, really is. I think one of them is definitely gettable. Depends on how much time you spent growing up in the UK. I'll explain why when I go through the answers. But for me, one of them would make sense. I'll give you that much of a clue why you're thinking about this as I go through the rest of the answers. Question 3. Which 2 words combine to create the new word Bollywood? It is Bombay and Hollywood. Question number 4. Is a Gloucestershire Old Spot a type of dog, pig or cheese? It is a pig. I think that's probably, if you're from the UK at least, that's one of the easiest dog, pig or cheese questions we've done. I like to think that's an easy one anyway, for those who know. Question 5. Which one of the Beatles had the middle name of Paul? It is Paul McCartney. His full name is James Paul McCartney. So his middle name is Paul. I did not know that. Didn't know that. Question 6. Complete these 3 proverbs to score 3 points. All's well that ends well. All that glitters is not gold. And all's fair in love and war. For 3 points. That ends well, is not gold, and in love and war. Question 7. True or false? The Greater Tokyo area has a higher population than Canada. It is true. At time of writing, this is a brand new quiz round, so 38.14 million compared to 37.59 million. So yeah, Greater Tokyo area has a higher population than Canada. Question number 8. The Channel Tunnel opens between England and France. South Africa holds its first multiracial elections, and Camelot launched by the National Lottery, or Camelot launched the National Lottery. That was in 1994. Yes, thank you for clarifying that, Owen. But yes, 1994. So if you put 94, give yourself 2 points. If you put 93 or 95, give yourself 1 point. If you didn't put any of those things, no points for that question. Question number 9. Which hit singles by ABBA, Billy Ocean and Westlife mention a queen in the title? It is Dancing Queen by ABBA, Caribbean Queen by Billy Ocean, and Queen of My Heart by Westlife. Question 10. The 3 colours we were looking for, which were the colours of the hair or fur in Dr. Seuss's Grinch, Lorax and Things. Excuse me. The Grinch is green, the Lorax is orange, and the things or his things are blue. Question 11. In Greece, what are the names of the two main gangs? One for the boys and girls. It is the Pink Ladies for the girls and the T-Birds for the boys. Question 12. What was the artist Rembrandt's first name? It was Rembrandt. That was his first name. His full name, I'm going to butcher this one, Rembrandt Harmenzoon van Rijn. I think that's how you say it. I've been to the Rembrandt Museum in Amsterdam, one of the most amazing museums I've ever been to in my life. His gallery, incredible, absolutely incredible. And I'm not a massive art lover, but I was blown away by that. There you go. Question 13. Scousers, Mackhams and Ouija's are from Liverpool, Sunderland and Glasgow. Question 14. Here we go. The songs that are the most popular chimes on UK ice cream vans are O Sole Mio, which I think is actually one of the easiest ones to get of the three, because it was used on an ice cream advert, I think in the 90s. Can't remember which one. Let me know in the comments if you can remember that. There's like a Pavarotti kind of singing it, but it was delicious ice cream in the lyrics. I'll never forget it. I'm sure that was O Sole Mio. Greensleeves was the other one, and the third one, Match of the Day. The Match of the Day theme song. For the likes of James and everybody else abroad that has no idea what Match of the Day is, that is the football highlights show, soccer highlights show. It's got a very famous theme song, been going for years and years and years. Cornetto, thank you. Yeah, one Cornetto. That's it, Cornetto ice creams. Sarah's got it. There you go. Yeah, just one Cornetto. That's it. That's why. Yeah, loads of you know it. So, yeah, I don't know why Match of the Day would be a popular song on a UK ice cream van, or any ice cream van for that matter, but it is. And question 15, the last three governors in the US to become, or who went on to become, the American president: George W. Bush of Texas, Bill Clinton of Arkansas, and Ronald Reagan for California. So George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and Ronald Reagan for 3 points. Let me know if you need me to repeat any of those again, because there's a lot of points again up for grabs there. 32 points in total. So let's see how well you did. Do put your scores and your team names in the comments as always. I'm just going to top up my water. You carry on doing that, and we'll go through them as soon as you post them. And the sports round is up next, okay? Let's see how you're doing, guys. Oh, excellent. Some good scores coming in. Okay, 24 for Blackpool Bar Stewards. Freddie's Ficcos have got 26. Devises Uno 19. 18 for Cross Atlantic. 25 for Tracy. And 20 for James. Good score, mate. 26 for Half a Dozen. 19 for Jenny. 19. Didn't you get 19 in the last round, Jenny, as well? Okay, 28 for Back in Black. Team Danger 25. 24 for Let's Get Quizzical. Excellent scores there, guys. Let's see who's done the best there. I think 28 for Back in Black, looking like Barking Dogs a tad better. 18 points. Well done, Bill. Good effort there to Bill and Tony. Good stuff. I'll keep an eye out, see if any more come in. But for now, we're going to move on to the sports round. Again, sports round is something we don't do very often. I think, based on the discussions I've had with the guy I work for when it comes to my quiz nights, the Sunday quiz nights I do live here through Lockdown 2 will be this format basically every Sunday. That's the way I'm thinking this is going to go. Thursdays will be completely different, mix and match all the time. Oh, Owen's just updated me on the scores. It is 2-0. That is fantastic. That is hilarious. Thanks, mate. Let's hope this continues. Mahahaha. 26 for Inquisitors. Good score there too. Well done. Right, so yeah. So Sundays I think will be pretty much this format for the next 4 Sundays until we're out of lockdown, assuming it stays at the time frame it's supposed to stay. And then Thursdays will be different every week. Okay, with that said, here we go with the sport round. Another 15 questions, 1 point for each. Here we go with question number 1. Which football club plays home matches at the St Mary's Stadium? Yeah, I know, Tracy. Sorry, sport every week. Tuesdays, yes. Tuesdays, not Thursdays. Sundays and Tuesdays. Facebook live shows, Sundays and Tuesdays. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, no quiz on Thursdays until we're back at the pub. Don't worry, Tracy, that's why I'm doing the sport round last. So if people really wanted to, they could drop off and just join for the other bit, the start of it all. Okay, question number 2. Oh, on my own, James Bailey, 24 points. Good score. Okay, question 2. What does the abbreviation WADA, W-A-D-A, stand for to the likes of Mo Farah? What does the abbreviation WADA, W-A-D-A, stand for to the likes of Mo Farah? 1 point for each correct word. So it's well worth a guess on that one. What does the abbreviation WADA stand for to the likes of Mo Farah? W-A-D-A. Question number 3 now. Question 3. Which cricketers were nicknamed Beefy, Lammy and Freddie? Which cricketers were nicknamed Beefy, Lammy and Freddie? Are you doing the quiz in December? Yeah. Yeah. As long as a quiz night doesn't fall on a bank holiday, then yes. I'm going to check now, actually, because I can tell you what the schedule will be as we go along tonight. Like if there was if Christmas was a Tuesday, for example, then I won't be doing the quiz on the Tuesday night. No. What do we got here? Right, Christmas week. Yeah, Sunday the 27th. I'll do one. All through December, I'll be doing them. Yeah, and then New Year's. New Year's is a Thursday. New Year's Eve there won't be one. If that's what you meant. Let me know if you want me to clarify any days in particular. But yeah, Christmas is on a Friday. Christmas Eve is on a Thursday. Oh, that's a good point. I need to check that for the pub purposes. Okay, question number 4 now. At which Summer Games did Kelly Holmes win her first Olympic gold medal? At which Summer Games did Kelly Holmes win her first Olympic gold medal? If we're out of lockdown, we can make the pub quiz. Oh, Owen, that'd be great. Yeah, I'll be there. If we're out of lockdown, the pub's open again as normal. Thursdays and Sundays, I'll be back at the pub every Thursday, Sunday until Christmas Eve, where I won't be there. We won't be doing a quiz on Christmas Eve. They'll be mentally busy anyway, and nobody's going to be hearing me in a busy pub. Everybody will just be getting drunk if it's all open and quote unquote back to normal. So yeah, and I don't really want to be working on Christmas Eve. I've done that before. It's no fun. Yeah, but every other night until you get to New Year's, yeah, I'll be working. And Tuesday nights I'll be here. 3-0 up. Goodness me. Owen's got 6 weeks off for Christmas. Hey Owen, you guys will be on the Patreon quiz as well then. That's fantastic. I hope you will be anyway. All right, let's go on to the next question then, before some people get bored and drop off. Question number 5. The Rookie is a movie based around which sport? The Rookie is a movie based around which sport? That's question 5. Snow fun. Yeah. Yeah, the Patreon quiz night in December will be Tuesday the 29th. So there won't be a Facebook Live one then because it'll be the Patreon only quiz night. And the one in November this month will be on the 24th. So that's the only one where you won't see me doing a Facebook Live quiz night because then I do my Patreon only show. Link in the description if you want to be involved in the December one now. You can join for then. Plenty of other great little treats and rewards I offer for Patreon. Question number 6. Before October 2020, who was Prime Minister the last time Arsenal, topical, beat Man United at Old Trafford in the Barclays Premier League? Before October 2020, who was Prime Minister the last time that Arsenal beat Man United at Old Trafford in the Barclays Premier League? Who was Prime Minister? That's a tough question. I can't believe they're losing 3-0. Oh, I'm going to wind my mate up so much. I'm sure he'll get his own back the next time we lose as Spurs. But yeah, as soon as I get off this quiz, I'm going to get on the chat and wind him up something chronic. Oh, we have to have a laugh about these things. Right, question number 7. Now for 2 points. Question 7. Who were the most recent players from the USA to win the men's and women's singles titles at Wimbledon? Who were the most recent players from the USA to win the men's and women's singles titles at Wimbledon? 1 point for each. Yeah, James, considering you didn't even know we had a Prime Minister before you got on this quiz, you might struggle with that one, mate. It's all right. We'll let you off that point. Don't worry. Hopefully you'll do better with that USA tennis question, though. And hopefully you'll do even better with the next one, because that's about US sport as well. We'll see. Well, apologies there for shaking the camera. Okay, let's look into this now. I need to shift that over a bit. Right. Question number 8 is for 3 points. The Red Bulls, the Galaxy, and Inter represent which US cities in Major League Soccer? The Red Bulls, the Galaxy, and Inter represent which US cities in Major League Soccer? 1 point for each. There you go, James. You have 3 points for that, potentially. If you've only got 3 points at the end of this round, we'll know. I imagine you got number 5 right as well, actually. I'd like to think you got that right as well. Question number 9 is for 1 point. In which European city could you visit the Allianz Arena? In which European city can you visit the Allianz Arena? For 1 point. Oh, he's done it again. I promise it's not COVID. Oh dear. Okay. Question number 10. According to the Forbes Rich List, which 3 female tennis stars earned the most money last year? You don't need to put them in order. But according to the Forbes Rich List, which 3 female tennis stars earned the most money last year? 1 point for each. Don't worry about putting them in order. Okay. Question 11 is for another 3 points. Which nations finished first, second, and third in the 2020 Six Nations table? Which nations finished first, second, and third in the 2020 Six Nations table? Now, you will need to put these ones in order, so be honest with us here. Which nations finished first, second, and third in the 2020 Six Nations table? James, that's a rugby question. In case you didn't know. So just guess 3 countries. Just the 1 point for the next question, and then we're going to finish on three 3-point questions. 32 points again up for grabs here. All right, question 12, and question number 12 is N'Golo Kante first won his first Barclays Premier League title playing for whom? N'Golo Kante first won his first Barclays Premier League title playing for whom? For 1 point, name the Premier League club that he played for at the time. Question number 13 then, question 13. Which online betting companies are the current sponsors of the PDC World Darts Championship and the World Snooker Championship? Man, that's a tough question. I mean, unless you're mad for those sports, that is a tough question. Which online betting companies are the current sponsors of the PDC World Darts Championship and the World Snooker Championship? I mean, you could just be lucky here and just guess 2 random betting companies, I suppose, and you might be able to get 1 or 2 points. We'll see. All right, question 14 is for 3 points. Put these cycling Grand Tours into the correct order with the earliest raced in 2020 first. So I'm going to give you the 3 answers here. You just got to put them in the right order. La Vuelta a España, Giro d'Italia, and the Tour de France. So Spain, Italy, France. Put them in the right order. Put these cycling Grand Tours into the correct order with the earliest raced in 2020 first. La Vuelta a España, Giro d'Italia, and Tour de France. For a maximum of 3 points. Spain, Italy, France. Put them in the correct order. Just 1 more question left today. I'm just going to have to take my charger out here, swap it over. There we go. And then remember, the picture round's going to be shared in about half an hour. It'll be shared on the main Facebook page that you're watching this video on. Good general knowledge kind of picture round for you all to finish off your evening. And there's the music round I posted as well, so if you haven't listened to that yet, go have a listen. 15 songs, you just got to name the artist and title for 1 point each. You hear 30 seconds of the first 14 songs, and then you get all of the last song. And there is a common theme running throughout that music round as well, so see how well you do. And I'll post the answers in the comments later, as always, for these things. Question, oh yes, and I'll do repeats as well. Let me know any repeats. I'm just going to do question 15 now, but let me know what repeats you'd like in the comments. Question 15. Which are the only 3 countries to have won an Olympic gold medal in table tennis? Which are the only 3 countries to have won an Olympic gold medal in table tennis? 1 point for each. The only 3 countries to have won an Olympic gold medal in table tennis. Okay, so I need to do question 8 for half a dozen or formidable, depending on what you're calling yourselves when you've got 4 in your team. Andy says, I like the music round idea. I think I would have got into the 20s, but a few gaps. Okay. I see. Yeah, I'm going to try and encourage Dave, who creates them, to do more themed music rounds. I think it works quite nicely. I think it was Space, wasn't it, this one? I think it's Space. So yeah, all these songs have a space-themed kind of word in the titles. It's basically what the theme is. Okay, question 8 is needed for both Owen and half a dozen. So, question 8, the Red Bulls, the Galaxy, and Inter represent which US cities in Major League Soccer? 1 point for each. The Red Bulls, the Galaxy, and Inter represent which US cities in Major League Soccer? Question number 3 for Barking Dogs. Question 3. Which cricketers were nicknamed Beefy, Lammy and Freddie? Which cricketers were nicknamed Beefy, Lammy and Freddie? Last chance for any repeats, and then I'm going to go through the answers. Jenny, you're going to have to correct that typo for me. 1 or 2, I'm guessing. Let's see if I was right. 4, damn. Okay, just trying to work out what character you could have accidentally typed there. All right, question 4 is, at which Summer Games did Kelly Holmes win her first Olympic gold medal? At which Summer Games did Kelly Holmes win her first Olympic gold medal? You just need to name the city. You don't need to name the year as well for that one. But well done if you did. That's all right, Jenny. Don't worry. Okay, I think I'm going to go through the answers now, guys. I think that's going to be about it for our repeats. If anything pops up, then I'll address it, but in terms of the comments there. But let's go through those answers and see how well you did. So, question number 1. Which football club plays home matches at the St Mary's Stadium? That is Southampton. For question 2, and this is for 4 points, WADA, W-A-D-A, stands for World Anti-Doping Agency. Question 3, the cricketers named Beefy, Lammy and Freddie are Ian Botham, Alan Lamb and Andrew Flintoff. Question 4, as I just repeated that for you there, Jenny, the Summer Games where Kelly Holmes won her first Olympic gold medal was Athens in 2004. Question 5, the rookie is based around baseball. Question 6, before October 2020, who was Prime Minister the last time Arsenal beat Man United at Old Trafford in the Barclays Premier League? It's Tony Blair, because it was in 2006 the last time that happened. Question 7, who are the most recent players from the USA to win the men's and women's singles titles at Wimbledon? It is Serena Williams and Pete Sampras. Question 8, the 3 soccer teams are the New York Red Bulls, the LA Galaxy, and it is Inter Miami. I think that's the new team that David Beckham helped set up, isn't it? I'm sure that's Inter Miami. Question number 9, in which European city can you visit the Allianz Arena? It is Munich. The Allianz Arena is the home of Bayern Munich. Oh, James guessed Blair. Good effort, mate. Yeah, well done. Question number 10. According to the Forbes Rich List, the 3 female tennis stars that earned the most money last year are Ashley Barty with $13.1 million, Serena Williams with $36 million, and Naomi Osaka with $37.4 million. Question 11. Oh, James says Beckham is correct. Yes, thank you. Okay, question 11. Which nations finished first, second and third in the 2020 Six Nations table? In third place was Ireland. In second place was France. And England won it. I had no idea. They played a game the other day and it said that they won. I was like, oh, really? I don't really pay much attention to rugby, but it's quite cool that we won it. You guessed Blair, Owen says, but he hoped Thatcher. Oh, that's got to be the only time you would say those last few words, surely. Hoped Thatcher. Ooh. All right, question number 12 now. Question 12. N'Golo Kante first won his first Barclays Premier League title playing for Leicester City, who are currently top of the Premier League again without him. Early days, though. Spurs were top earlier on today. I don't need to remind Owen about that, and Shaw and Tony. First time since August 2014 that we've been top of the league at any stage of a season. So we're there again later. Question 13. The 2 companies that are the sponsors, the online betting companies that are the current sponsors of PDC's World Darts Championship and the World Snooker Championship for 2 points are William Hill and Bet Fred. Question 14. To put the cycling Grand Tours into the correct order, with the earliest raced in 2020 first, you needed to have Tour de France, which was in September this year. Giro d'Italia was in October, and La Vuelta was in November. So France, Italy, Spain. Okay, your last question was the 3 countries to have won Olympic gold medals in table tennis: Sweden, South Korea, and finally, China. Lucky guesses. All right, tally up your scores. It's out of 32 again. Let's see how well you all did to finish off tonight's Facebook Live Pub Quiz Night. Hope you've all enjoyed it. But let's see how well you did in the comments. Remember, keep an eye out for the picture round. That'll be posted at past. While you wait for that, why don't you have a listen to the music round? Again, I posted that on the main page. Top fans can also find it in the Top Fan group. I shared that at lunchtime today. If you do manage to get yourself a Top Fan badge from Facebook for this page by interacting with all my posts, by sharing, commenting, liking, then you can get access into my Top Fan group. And in there you get early access to things like my little quiz, which I share every lunchtime when I'm running those. So yeah, plenty more quiz stuff. You also get told the subjects of every quiz night I do later on in the day, but before we start, so you have an idea of what to expect. So do like, share, comment, do all that good stuff, please. It all helps out the channel a lot. Eric says, for the Blackpool Bar Stewards, it is 17 points. Jenny's got 17 points as well. Good efforts. Team Danger, 25 points. Good to have you guys back. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you again soon. Devices Uno, 12 points. Thanks, Chris. You're welcome, Tony. Good effort. 29 for Back in Black. Oh, and Owen says 3-0, game over. Brilliant. 19 for Let's Get Quizzical. 28 for the Inquisitors, another good score. 23, great guessing, James says. That is good. Well done. Nice one. Right, who's next? Freddie's Ficko's got 26 points. Tracy says a terrible 11, but still happy to hit double figures in a sports round. Well, there you go. Every day's a school day. Junior says an awesome 22 for half a dozen-ish. That is very good. Keep those scores coming in. I'll stick around for another minute just to see if there's any more for any more, and I will respond to any comments afterwards. And I don't forget as well, if you're watching a repeat of this, if you haven't watched live and you're still watching a repeat of it, let me know how you did in the comments as well. I'd love to know your scores, so do put them in the comments too, and still keep liking and sharing everything you see on this channel. It's really helping out a lot. Barking Dogs, 14 points. That's a good effort, guys. Well done. Glad to have you back as well. So click the link in the description if you want to donate to Secret Santa 365 to help support, and leave a little message there to say Big Quiz Night In sent you their way, so we can help track those donations. But also, if you want to support me, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram and on Lima. All the links for that and more are in the description as well. Just click the Linktree link and it will show you everything you can follow me on. If you want to get merch, where you can get my logos and all sorts of other designs on t-shirts and hoodies and hats and God knows what else, please do follow that link as well. It's all through on the Linktree app. And you can follow me on TikTok with fun little one-question quizzes where you have to beat the clock, try and get the answer correct within 10 seconds. So that's been a lot of fun doing that. Great quiz, Chris. Going to check out the music on Lima. Yes, do it, mate. And do follow me on Lima. I'm only 2 followers away from 100. That's massive. If you're not on Lima yet, go listen to the music round and then download the app and listen and join and follow me there, because it's going to be very exciting when I get to 100 followers for lots of reasons I'll go into when I hit that target. So thank you for everybody that's followed me there too. 20 for my team, Emma says, although personally I got 3. Hasta luego, amigo. Indeed, Tony. Take care, mate. Come on, you Spurs. To Owen as well, and Tony. Junior says, thanks, Chris. Eric says, thank you for tonight. See you again on Tuesday. Yes, absolutely. Tuesday night. Don't forget. Back again, same time. Night, everyone. Catch you again on Tuesday, says Tracy. Happy to have you back, Owen says. Happy you can join. Will Bailey won gold at the Paris for Team GB in table tennis. Well, that's Paralympics, though, isn't it? I didn't say that, James. What did I say? Olympic gold medals in table tennis. Okay, the question does not state that. I apologise, it doesn't. But the question is implied that it's the Olympics as opposed to the Paralympics. But that is good knowledge. You can give yourself a point for that as well. I'm more than happy for you to take a point for that. And I will reword the question for future reference. Great stuff. Andy says, fantastic as ever. Shame we're back here on Sundays, but it's for the best. It's really great to connect with everybody. Absolutely. Which is why it's important that we share and spread the word. Martin says, great fun, Chris. Thanks, everyone. Have a good rest of your evening. Catch you all soon. Wonderful stuff. And yes, great quiz from James, he says. Thank you. And James says, have a good one too. Right, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And look out for the picture round coming soon on this page and all the other picture rounds and things I've shared. You can find them all here at Big Quiz Night In. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. I'll see you same time next time for more of the same fun. Cheers. Good night.